So I believe now, AO, are we going over to your presentation?
All right. Welcome, everyone. Thank you, Clive, for launching us into today's program with sense of humor, with excitement. I am really excited to be here and to make this presentation. Um, as Clive said, we have three rules of engagement. Number one is please have fun. Let's enjoy this process. And secondly, is to participate. What I want to talk about today can actually change your business for good because most people do have referral systems, but it's not methodical. I'll talk a little bit about that later. So, if you're happy to be here, let's start by typing one in the chat if you're excited to be here. Now you all have to participate. Type one in the chat if you're happy to be here, if you're excited. If you're not, type zero in the chat. It will be interesting if we have people typing zeros. Okay, thank you. Thank you for those people that are excited to be here. The chat is going crazy. Thank you, Veronica, Matthias, Amy. Okay, I am excited to be here. So great. Why did I decide to do a training on methodical referral system? It is because it's the cheapest form of leads generation, and it is also the most productive, especially for people who offer one-on-one service or you are in a service-based business. So I welcome you all. So in terms of participation, when you participate, you're likely to remember and you're likely to follow up. And people will take note of you because we have a lot of people on this program today. If you just sit quietly by the side, people will not notice you. People will not get in touch with you. So, and finally, people that you're going to meet today, please follow up on them. The money is in the follow-up. Please follow up. And then also, please take notes. The note takers are the money makers. The note takers are the money makers. So, I have this chart. I'm not going to actually do a presentation as such. We're going to have discussions. Yeah. So that discussion, I want people to pick ideas, insights, strategies that you can take away to apply to your business. So before I start, let me tell you my objective today. Number one, I want to show you how important it is to have a system. It's not to have a system, have a methodical referral system. Secondly, is for you to see the potential growth you can get by implementing the system, and then how to create and implement that methodical referral system. So now we're going to start. If you have a referral system, methodical or haphazard, please type one in the chat. If you have a system to get people refer business to you, please type one in the chat. And like I said, we're gonna be interactive. This is not a teaching session. It is an interactive session that I want all of us to enjoy. Last month, we all enjoyed the presentation about leadership by Professor Harrison. I took a lot of notes from that session. So I want us to apply that today. If I ask a question and no one is responding, I'll just call names. So let's start. Why is it important to have a methodical referral system? What was the advantage of having a methodical referral system? Please unmute yourself and speak.
So there's a methodical meaning that there's some form of action plan in place. So for example, step 1, step 2, step 3. So if I were to onboard a client, the methodical system would be 1, ask if he has any friends or family interested in, then 2, maybe offer some form of reward if he were to participate in such a program, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's very good. That's actually describing a process. So what are the advantages of actually having a referral system at all, methodical or not? What are the advantages?
Well, it's like a real true life testimony coming from the person that's already purchased. For me, like you say, it's the cheapest and strongest way to advertise your business. Yeah, I can fully agree on that.
Excellent. Anyone else? Anyone
Something
else?
we find is the sales cycle is much faster with somebody that's been referred.
Yeah.
So you spend less time to gain the client because, like Clive said, they've already had a live referral from somebody they trust, like a testimony from someone they trust. So actually onboarding the client from first contact to having them as a live client is much quicker. So it actually saves money. It's not only cheap to get that client, it actually can save money as well. Less time spent on them.
I guess there's somebody always marketing for you, isn't there? It's always be marketing in business. And if somebody's going to get on a referral system, they're going to, they're going to get paid something for referring. Then somebody's marketing you 24 hours a day, kind of thing.
And it's an ability to change a client into a marketer. So they've become a client buying an asset from you, and now the way that I do it is I have some clients that then turn their business into referring, particularly if it's lucrative for both parties. And also, you said it was a smoother process, but also much easier as well as smoother, as the gentleman said previously.
Excellent. I'm going to summarize all the excellent contributions. Thank you all. Thank you, Clive, the two Clives, and thank you, Garrick. I think we have more questions to answer. Please, I want people to join in when, I understand the fear of public speaking sometimes. The way to conquer that fear is to actually take a step forward and talk. Yeah. After that, you'll be a different person. You'll be more confident next time to speak about anything in public, because actually that's a skill set that may transform your business with ease, with less stress. So please, let's use this safe environment as a practice to do that. So that's part of the reason why we do this. So let me summarize. For when a client is referred to you, the process is faster, as Garrick said. Secondly, you can actually charge more, and there is less resistance. There is less resistance from a client that is referred to you, rather than picking somebody, just, from cold calling or from online or other sources. So, and it affords you, if you now have a methodical system, methodical means you have a structure to it and it is repeatable. Yeah, most people have referral system, but it doesn't have those two characteristics. So it must be repeatable. It must have a structure to it. Okay, so if methodical referral system or haphazard referral system is part of your list generation, please type 1 in the chat. If not, type 0. If methodical or haphazard referral system is part of your process, please type 1 in the chat.
Sorry, could you, what was the question again? My internet just dropped out.
Okay, yeah, I saw that. So I said if methodical referral system or even a referral system is part of your lead generation, type 1 in the chat. If not, type 0.
Okay, thank you.
So for people, for those who typed 1, I want someone to describe their referral system. So we want to learn from you. It doesn't have to be a long contribution. Just describe to us what your process is, and other people can pick up ideas from your system. And then later we're going to talk about how to make that system methodical and repeatable. So anyone?
Yeah, what I can say about our one is quite straightforward. That when a client is like at the end of their process, like everything's sorted and they're happy, they've relocated, we then present them with the referral offer so they receive some shopping vouchers if they refer their friends and their friends sign up. So we have a flyer that we give to them, and then the salespeople talk to them about it and like ask for referral, review, and depending on if their case was quite interesting, also to do a story on them. So we can get like a 1 or 2 page, A4 pages about kind of their relocation journey, their experience, and some pictures that we can use to put on the website or to promote on social media like that. And I think it's okay, but could definitely be better. So it'd be good to hear some suggestions about like maybe it's not the best time. When is maybe a better time to tell them about the referrals, or just different ideas on it would be really good.
Yeah. Thank you, Gareth. That's a what I picked out from that is you're asking them for referrals when they are most receptive, because we've just delivered an outstanding service to them. They're happy. So that's a good time to ask them, in my opinion. So in terms of structure, so is this implemented in a structure? Is there anyone in charge of that? Who ensure that actually happens? Is that audit system to know that, okay, we have a list of 100 clients. So are those 100 clients actually asked to give referrals?
I think we could call it more of a referral method rather than a methodological referral system at the moment, because it's not recorded or tracked very well, and I don't think there's anyone that's like takes ownership of that process. So it's more down to the individuals to do it. So yeah, it's there for people to do, but it's not a methodological system.
So what lesson we can learn from Gary's system, because the reason why people are contributing, ask people to contribute, is it's very important that we have access to what other people are doing. Gary has a very successful business, so it will even be better if that system, is improved. And I'm sure that he just found a way to improve that system. And it's not just for him, everybody else listening could find a way to improve their system if they have one in place. Okay. Something I want to also emphasize is what we call the lifetime value of a client. Yeah. Most people, for instance, my coaching program, is on average £5,000. But I've had people sign up, for 5,000 program, and they stay with me, paying more for a very long time to come. So if I look at my clientele and I said, okay, I will base my cost of acquiring a client on my first contract with them. So I'm not having a full picture, a bigger picture of the lifetime value of that customer. And that lifetime value of the customer also include those people they can refer to you. So look at it long term. I think that's a very important way to look at this. If you look at it short term, you may not actually put in effort and the system, to make sure that this works effectively for you. So the next one will be, I'm just also gonna, because our time is running out and I want to share this with you. Okay. All right. So can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this screen, I give you permission to take a screenshot if you want to. And because this is such a big topic, and I don't even know how I'm doing on time, Clive. How much time do I have?
Oh, you're doing good. It's all interesting, so keep going.
Okay, great. So this is something we can teach for a whole day. Yeah, this topic alone. So the area where people fail to make this work is how they ask people for referrals. Identify those to ask and all of that in itself is a system. But how do you actually ask? I want people to take this away today. Is you don't want to ask in a way that you get the person trying to help you to start thinking. Yeah. So most people, the way they will ask is, who do you know who can benefit from my services? That's it. Yeah, so you're asking that person to think about their community, about where they can find your clients. That's not their job. It's your job to make it simple for them. So the way to ask the question is to say, who do you know in your business, that could, let me use my service, my business as an example. So who do you know in your business that could benefit from a business coach who will believe in you, who will help you clarify your goals, who will help you set up strategies to take your business to the next level, who will help you with your mindset so that you become the person capable of achieving your goals, who is going to help you with your skill set, whatever gap there is, will fill it for you, who is going to raise your energy. Warren Buffett said, if you don't have passion, you don't have energy. If you don't have energy, you have nothing if you are an entrepreneur. So I just took, if you don't have energy, you have nothing. That's the most important part, is most people are tired by the middle of the day. It's because they don't have a systematic way of working to keep a momentum, to keep their energy high throughout the day. So, so when I tell what benefits that potential clients might have, then I ask, who do you know in your business? Who do you know in your church? Who do you know in your mosque? Who do you know in your gym? Who do you know in your associations? Who do you know in your WhatsApp group? Who do you know on LinkedIn? So you covered as many areas as possible so they don't have to think. As you're mentioning those groups, you're activating their memory as to people they know. So if you just ask them, who do you know? You're asking them to think. So that's one nugget I want to share in terms of the whole program. So another way is to find businesses that aren't your competitors, but they are closely related to your business. For instance, for me as an example, I get a lot of referrals from accountants, from HR personnel, from HR experts. So even recently, one guy joined us, Matthew, and I referred someone to him, and he concluded the transaction in one meeting. Yeah, and it cost him £0. So if that client remains for him for life, that might be worth 100,000 to him. So let's make sure we prioritize this system. So I'm rounding now because we need to network and get to know one another, which is part of the key reason why we're here. So take a screenshot of this. Please reach out to me offline if you need help with this. And, I welcome questions or clarifications on the presentation.
I have a question or a clarification, whichever. When you say if you're referred, you can charge more, what do you mean by that? How does that come about?
Yeah, you can charge more because someone is referred to you, there is already trust and respect, which directly you wouldn't have had if that person is not referred to you. So most businesses, especially in coaching, you rate people based on the business they are doing, what's their capability in terms of what their business can afford. Even though you have a standard, then you can pitch them. For instance, if someone is referred to you, instead of pitching them 3 months contract, you can pitch them 1 year contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the person who introduced them will have told you a little bit about the business, and you do your own research as well. So that gives you the chance to be able to, you're not overcharging them, but you're charging them to benefit more from your services.
Okay.
Any other question or clarification? Okay, so if you got some value from this, could you please type 7 in the chat, please? As we round up, please type 7 in the chat, and I will hand back to Clive so that we continue the session. I think Shegun is here to do the breakout rooms, hopefully.
I haven't seen Shagan yet. Shagan, are you there?
Yes,
Can
I'm
you
right.
share your screen, Ale, please?
Okay, yeah, Shegun is here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are we ready for the breakout room? So I can start putting people into various rooms.